Every family that I knew has packed their things and gone. I'm the last man in the mill town, watching daylight turn to dawn. Watch my neighbors board their windows, watch them drive away. Watch this town that raised 3 generations start to fade to gray. Everyone said leave while you still can. Everyone said run, but I buried my whole family in this dirt beneath the sun. I ain't leaving this town's memory to right here in the weeds. I'll be the one who stays and tends to every broken need. Even if I'm all that's left here, even if I stand alone, I'm the last man in the mill town, and this town is still my home. Last man in the mill town, watching it decay. Last man in the mill town, I'm here to stay. I'm the last man in the mill town, keeper of the flame. Every ghost that walks these streets still whispers out my name. They can call this town forgotten, call it dying, call it done, but I'll defend this dirt and dust until my time is done. Last man in the mill town, standing in the rain. Last man in the mill town, God in every name. I walked the empty main street where the shops once used to thrive. Talk to ghosts and neighbors like they're still somehow alive. Plant a flag on Sunday mornings, ring the old church bell along. Refuse to let this town become a memory of stone. Someday maybe others come back, maybe seeds will grow again, but until that day arrives, I'll be the only friend this mill town ever needed. The last light left to burn. Last man in the mill town, waiting for the world's return. You can call it dying, call it nothing, call it through, but I'll be here to prove you wrong. I'll be here to see it through. Every empty building still a temple in my eyes. Last man in the mill town, till the day that this town dies. I'm the last man in the mill town, keeper of the flame. Every ghost that walks these streets still whispers out my name. They can call this town forgotten, call it dying, call it done, but I'll defend this dirt and dust until my time is done. Last man in the mill town, standing in the rain. Last man in the mill town, still standing, last man in the mill town. Every city that I passed through left a scar upon my name. Nightshade Highway raised a poison, and I'm drowning in the flame. Every friend told myself that highway was the only faithful end. Every town's a chapter that I burned before I read. Every stranger's kindness left me colder than before. Instead, this road's a poison ivy wrapping tighter every mile. Every mask I'm wearing hides a man who lost his smile. But I keep on driving forward, cause the past a heavy load. Nightshade Highway's calling, and it's the only place I'm home. Nightshade Highway, poison in my vein. Nightshade Highway, drowning in the rain. I'm running down the Nightshade Highway, poison in my blood. Every mile I'm putting distance from a love that turned to mud. Ain't no cure for what I'm feeling, ain't no doctor for this pain. Nightshade Highway is the only medicine, the only remedy, the bane. Nightshade Highway, calling out my name. Nightshade Highway, I'll never be the same. Past a preacher on the roadside, past a stranger in the rain, past 100 different mirrors of my sorrow and my shame. But I don't stop for nobody, don't stop to say goodbye. Nightshade Highway taught me how to live and how to die. Every headlight's a confession, every road sign is a prayer. Every mile I'm driving deeper into somewhere and nowhere. This road don't have an end, and this road don't have a name. Just 100 broken travelers running from the same old pain. Maybe there ain't no cure for men like me and you. Maybe the highway's all we got. Maybe that'll have to do. So light another cigarette and let the engine roar. Nightshade Highway's calling, and I can't fight it anymore. I'm running down the Nightshade Highway, poison in my blood. Every mile I'm putting distance from a love that turned to mud. Ain't no cure for what I'm feeling, ain't no doctor for this pain. Nightshade Highway is the only medicine, the only remedy, the bane. Nightshade Highway, calling out my name. Nightshade Highway, I'll never be the same. Nightshade Highway, I'm still driving on. Nightshade Highway, until the poison's gone. Driving on, driving on. Nightshade Highway. Granddaddy built this empire with his hands and with his back. Now the empire's turned to dust, and ain't nobody coming back. They sold the land in pieces to the men who never fall. Sold the house we grew up in, sold the barn, sold the charm. Every acre that we owned is a stranger's, not a keep. Every memory we planted here is buried 6 feet deep. I stood there at the auction watching strangers take the deed. Watched 100 years of family sold to strangers' greed. Ain't no empire lasts forever, ain't no kingdom stands the same. Empire of dust is all that's left to carry on my name. Empire of dust, crumbling in my hand. Empire of dust, this was once our land. This is the empire of dust that my family built and lost. Every grain of it reminds me what betrayal really cost. They took the land, they took the name, they took the family pride, but they can't take the fire still burning deep inside. Empire of dust, rising from the ground. Empire of dust, I'll build it back around. I walk the fields at midnight where my granddaddy once stood. Felt this ghost still whisper that a man is more than good for nothing but the money, more than paper, more than gold. A man is worth a story that his family's ever told. So I'm taking back this empire, brick by brick and bone by bone, building something out of nothing, building something of my own. This empire won't be given, this empire I will learn. Empire of dust is rising, watch this whole thing turn. They thought they buried us for good, thought we never rise. But every empire built on greed eventually meets its demise. I build my kingdom slow, I build it built to last. Empire of dust remembers every debt from every past. This is the empire of dust that my family built and lost. Every grain of it reminds me what betrayal really cost. They took the land, they took the name, they took the family pride, but they can't take the fire that's still burning.